Well, howdy do. Fancy seeing you here. My name's Ollie, and I've got a loaf of bread for you today. Today's loaf of bread comes to us from a first-time contributor to these videos. Someone I never thought I would ever quote in my entire life, but here we are. Immanuel Kant. And he says, "Only the descent into the hell of self-knowledge can pave the way to godliness." By now you're used to this message. By now you've heard it dozens of times on my channel at the very least, and hopefully you've heard it elsewhere too, because I'm not the only one who believes that there's great value in authentic knowledge of self. But as I've said in the past, knowledge of self is acquired through sometimes painful experiences, and it's often not very pleasant, especially when you discover aspects of yourself which you are disgusted by, aspects of yourself that make you feel shame, guilt, or embarrassment. And that's why Kant refers to the hell of self-knowledge. You have to pass through those fires. In a previous video, I talked about Joseph Campbell's quote, where he says, "The gods you suppress turn into devils, and oftentimes these are the first entities you encounter when you go within." I think Immanuel Kant was onto the same idea here, because he's telling you the path to godliness is through the fires of self-knowledge, the hell of self-knowledge. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be pleasant. There are going to be times when you wish you hadn't gone within yourself, but I highly, highly recommend that you proceed, that you push through those uncomfortable moments, that you work through the shame and the guilt of discovering who you truly are and proceed further, because that's not actually who you are either. And if you continue on the path of self-knowledge and self-discovery, you will eventually arrive at a place that puts everything into focus, and everything will fall into its proper alignment, and everything will make perfect sense to you. And so, yes, self-knowledge is acquired by descending into the fires of hell. The psychological fires of hell. Don't worry, I don't believe in a literal hell, my friends. If I did, I would say that's where the party's at. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about here, and what Immanuel Kant is talking about here, and what Joseph Campbell was talking about, are the psychological fires of the inner hell, where all of your dirty, dirty demons and devils and succubi and gross things dwell. And the only way to reach the pinnacle of godliness, of being an enlightened and balanced individual, is to keep going through the fire. At least, that's what Immanuel Kant said. And I certainly have had similar experiences that reflect this. Uncomfortable experiences, shameful revelations, and indeed by working through them and continuing forward, I was able to resolve and put them behind me. And even though I still feel residual embarrassment or shame at these things, I know that I never have to go through them again, because I know myself now. I didn't know myself then, and that's why I did the things that I did. Now I know myself, which means I never have to repeat those same gross mistakes again. I never have to be that way again. Never have to be arrogant. Never have to talk over people. Never have to, never have to, never have to. And so there is peace in that, and there is great satisfaction. It's paradoxical, I know, but you have to go through the hellfire in order to get to heaven. And that's not something they tell you in Sunday school. Anyway, I'm home. Yay! I get to go into the madness. Wish me luck, and don't forget to live well.